Okay, Keto fam, today we are testing out a recipe that has taken over the carnivore corner of YouTube. Yes, I am talking about the viral carnivore tortilla that was created by Chris Cooking Nashville. So everybody has been raving about this recipe, how these tortillas roll and fold and actually taste like an actual tortilla, but without all of the plant ingredients. So they're actually carnivore and they're delicious. And today is the day I'm going to test it out and see what the hype is all about. So if you are new here, welcome. I'm Candy, and I test out and make low carb, keto, and carnivore recipes that actually work in real life. So if that is your vibe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get into this. So the recipe is super simple. Got some sour cream and eggs, melted butter, egg white protein, and a little bit of gelatin and some heavy cream. That is it. There's no flour, no fiber, no fake gums. Just real animal-based goodness right here. So let's get to mixing. I added 1/4 cup of heavy cream. He does call for 1/4 to 1/2 cup of heavy cream, depending on how thick the mixture is once you mix it up. I can tell this by watching his video is too thick. So I am going to get another 1/4 cup of heavy cream because we need to thin out this mixture. And I will just add a little bit in at a time to make sure it just doesn't get too thin. All right, so that is all mixed in, and I think it's still too thick. I don't get it. Mine is still not as thin as his was. So, I don't know if I saw in his video what to do at this point. If I should add water or more heavy cream. Maybe I should rewatch the video. Let me see. Maybe I should look at the video.
Now we can go ahead and add our cream. I'm going to start with about half of this. We want this mixture to be pourable and liquid, but we don't want it to just be too runny to where we can't work with it. If it's too dry, add more cream until you can get it to move like a liquid. But if it's really, really wet, you may not have to add any at all. I added about 1/2 of this cream, and it's just enough to make sure it's loose enough because
this is so liquidy.
As it sits.
I don't get it.
And you can see this runny texture right here, which is like a super thin pancake batter, is exactly what we're looking for.
Okay, so mine is not like a super thin pancake batter. And I feel like if I keep adding cream, it's just going to keep getting thicker. Mine is super, super thick. So maybe I just need to add more cream. Okay, maybe this will do it. I think I'm going to call it good. Okay, I'm going to call that good. Now we're going to get to the cooking process. All right, you guys, this is how my tortillas turned out. I failed this recipe. I tried and tried, you guys. This mixture is just too temperamental for me. I don't know what I did. The dough is too tender. Every time I tried to flip it, it broke in half. I tried to heat the skillet up higher, turn it down lower, cook it longer. I tried to thicken the batter up. I tried to thin the batter out. I tried to put it between parchment paper and let it get solidified a little bit before I flipped it in the parchment paper. I'll tell you what though, I did make one perfect one, and I want to show you this one. But unfortunately, oh, well, it just ripped. Unfortunately, I am not willing to make silver dollar tortillas. So this was the next best one, but as you can see, very tender. It was good. Anyways, it tastes okay. It tastes good. You know what it kind of reminds me of? When I used to fry up cheese. And that is probably because it's made with sour cream and cream. So for me, this recipe is a no-go, and I'm not saying because it's not good. Chris has some delicious recipes. I just can't seem to do them. I don't know what it is. This one is too temperamental for me. I do not have that kind of time. I do not have that kind of patience. I will not be trying this recipe again. Even if I were to perfect it, it is too time consuming for me. I didn't even get to the step where I bake them and dry them out in the oven, because I am not going to bake this and dry this out in the oven, because every single one I tried to flip crumbled and just turned into mush. So even if it wasn't mush when I tried to turn it, it just broke apart. So you guys, it's a no-go for me, but it tastes good. You know, I could eat it, but if it's going to taste like cheese, I might as well just fry up some cheese and have a crunchy cheese shell. And that I know I can flip and turn over, and it's ready in a matter of minutes. So I'm sorry, the recipe is a no-go for me. But if you tried it and can make the recipe work, let me know. Unfortunately, it just didn't pan out for me. I asked Jesus to take the wheel on this one, and I could have sworn I heard him say, Candy, just look for another tortilla recipe, because this one isn't it. But good news is I tried one the other day and it worked out wonderful, and it was from Chef Fat Graham's channel. To me, that recipe worked out perfect the first time. I didn't have trial and error. I was pleasantly surprised, and my mom loved them. She was raving. She's still talking about them to this day. She came in here a few minutes ago wanting to know how this tortilla recipe worked out, because she's ready to eat some more tacos, and I had to show her my plate and let her know that we are not going to be having tortillas today with this recipe. So it's all right, you guys. You win some, you lose some. But fortunately enough, we got Chef Fat Graham's tortilla recipe that I did the other day. They were perfect. I also want to let you know, on those tortillas that I made from his recipe, my husband took leftovers to work the next day. He took 2 tortillas. He said they tasted great the next day. Now, he did not heat them up because he put hot food in the middle and it kind of heated the tortilla up with it. I haven't tried to reheat them the next day, but the next day eating them with hot food was delicious. He said that the people at work even said that they looked wonderful. So check out that video, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So if you tried this recipe out, let me know in the comments below. Have you did a version of this recipe but kind of tweaked it to make it your own? Let me know, you guys. We need to come up with the perfect tortilla recipe that is easy. So far, Chef Fat Graham's tortilla is the best one I have tried. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna link Chris Cooking Nashville's video down below so you guys can check it out. Go ahead and watch it, because maybe you can point out what I did wrong in my video that made it not work for me. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification, because I have more carnivore and keto hacks and reviews coming up. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye. Tastes okay, you guys. Unfortunately, I can't make a taco out of it. I am just not that talented, obviously. But go test it out. Maybe you can make it work. I'd just rather fry up some cheese.